Welcome to RetroBoxBreaks. This is the channel where we open up baseball cards from the 80s and 90s. And today we're going to open up a box of Topps Archive 1953. This came out in 1991. These are reproductions of the 1953 Topps. So as far as actual value today, the Mickey Mantle sells for a few bucks, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of real value in here. Of course, if these were the 53 Topps, that would be very different. The big cards in here are the Jackie Robinson, the Mickey Mantle, Satchel Paige, and Willie Mays. I've seen these for years, but I've never opened a box. As far as I know, there's not any like cool like inserts or like where they put the old cards in there or anything like that. They did, I guess there are some cards here that didn't exist in the regular set back in 1953, but nothing crazy. You have zero chance of getting a fit card from 53, so we're just going to open these and enjoy the ones that we get here. So the big selling point is that these were made with the Stadium Club imaging technology. So should be some pretty good pictures here. Basically looks just like shinier versions of the original cards. They are sticking together a little bit. Not bad though. Kind of hoping to get a Warren Spahn out of here. Only because Warren Spahn's the only guy I ever had a really old card of. I had a 55 Topps of him that I traded from a kid. It was horribly beat up. I mean, I was like 10 years old or something like that whenever I got it, so. So far, nobody that I'm really recognizing here. Doesn't mean that these guys aren't that good. I just, this isn't the era that I collected, so. Just looking for the big names. Roy Campanella. There we go. That's a good card. Well, might have heard of that guy, Ted Williams. Wonder if this list is 400 on here. Not sure when he did that. Oh, there we go. Batting average 400 past year. So he must have hit 400 in 1952. That's pretty cool. Can't believe Ted Williams wasn't one of the more expensive cards in the set. I'm going to take a quick... Oh, the back had just closed. I'm not going to take time to open it back up. Mel Purnell, I think we got him earlier. That dude too. Bob Kane. Eleanor Engel. I wonder if she was portrayed in the League of Their Own. Great movie, of course. Richie Ashburn. Some of these cards, and I'm sure somebody knows the answer, but some of these cards look like they're paintings and some of them look like photographs. For example, the Ted Williams looks like a photograph and the Campanella looks like a painting. Definitely not a photograph on the Campanella part, and definitely is on the Ted Williams. I wonder if the Ted Williams is one of those ones that cards that never were. Maybe that's why he's not listed in Beckett, because he was not in the set originally. I guess we could take a look at the number on the back. Maybe that would have something to give us an indication. Someone's probably yelling at the YouTube right now. Saying that I don't know what I'm talking about, which they'd be correct. They would be absolutely correct. 319. I don't know how many cards were originally in the set. Guess I'll break down and pull that back up. Let's see here. We originally had 274 cards, so 319 would be beyond that. So I guess Ted Williams was not originally in the set. That would also explain why his is a photograph and not a... Here's another one. Jimmy Dykes, 281. He's over the original card count. Whoops. All right. Come on, Mickey Mantle. I wonder if they put him in here at the same rate they did everybody else. If they made him a short print, just so he's a little bit harder to get. Based on what I've read in the last couple issues of Beckett that I've been reading, it's pretty common to have that one card that's a super short print that everybody kept buying cards to find. So I guess it would be kind of emblematic of the era if they did that here. I don't know that Topps necessarily did that, but some of the older ones did. Come on, Willie Mays. Somebody looking for Willie Mays. Satchel Paige, Mickey Mantle, Jackie Robinson. I mean, those are the four top guys in the original set. To be honest, I don't even know if I know what any of the cards actually look like. It's not like the 52 Mantle where everybody... So iconic, everybody knows exactly what it looks like. Frank Shea. Gil Cohn. William Jones. Bob Lemon. Did he go on to do some type of TV work? I feel like... Oh, there's a guy on TV with a similar name, but it's not the same. Probably not related. Man, I feel like we would have gotten a lot more people that I would have at least recognized out of here. I'm just not recognizing very many of these guys. I wonder why Ted Williams was not in the set. That is kind of strange. William Kennedy. There we go. Satchel Paige. Pretty cool. That is probably the fourth Most expensive card in the real set. Got him, and then Jackie Robinson would be number 3. And then Willie Mays, and then Mickey Mantle. So we're still looking for those other 3. To be honest, I'd almost would have rather had a matte finish on these instead of the shiny part. Of course, that would... they probably had to do something to help differentiate between the cards. Don't want to make it easy for counterfeiters, I guess. Jimmy Dykes, I think he was the same guy we pulled him earlier. Clyde Boyer. I know a Boyer, who apparently was pretty good at baseball when he was younger. Probably no relation, but still kind of cool. Paul Richards, there's another photo, yep. It's over the original count. It's another photo. Carl Erskine. There we go. Joe Adcock. Man, I feel like this is yep. This is like a, I guess I'll call the ones that weren't the originals the high series. There's a bunch of those high series in that particular pack. Ted Williams again. I mean, if you're going to get a duplicate, Ted Williams is... Oh, look at that. There we go, right there. Mickey Mantle. Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle in the same pack. Man. Anybody'd kill for that then or now. That is crazy. Pee Wee Reese. This is a pretty good article about the 1941 play ball set, which I guess is Pee Wee Reese's rookie. Found it quite interesting. They made the case that it's a pretty easy old set to put together. Of course, now that they've highlighted that, it's probably going to get far more expensive. But I guess if you're one of the first ones in there, may not be that bad. Of course, that does bring up something. I wonder, how do people put together sets? Especially these old ones. Do you start with the cheap ones and get as many of the cheap ones, and then you work your way up to the most expensive? Or do you get the most expensive cards first and then work your way down? It seems to me that getting the most expensive cards first and working your way down is the better option, because I'm just thinking to myself, so let's take the more modern era set, the there we go, checklist. The 1991 Topps Desert Shield, right? The Chipper Jones in there in top conditions, like 15 grand, right? Now you could spend 70 or 100,000 bucks building the whole set less Chipper Jones, right? Like, how desirable would that be if you ever had to sell it? Versus having the entire set minus 1 or 2 common cards. I feel like one of those sets would be way easier to sell than the other. I don't know. Just my 2 cents on set building. Could do it the old-fashioned way and just open packs until you get every last card. That'd be pretty expensive with that one in particular, though. Eno Slaughter. I don't know why, but something about that picture I like. Yeah, I have to say the that 91 Topps Desert Shield, I have been talking about it a little bit more. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but it's actually, as of the recording of this video, available on the BBCE website. They have it up. If you are willing to part with only $11,500, you too can have a box, 36 packs of the 1991 Topps Desert Shield, which I would love to have, but you know, at some point you have to adult in your life, so that did not get high enough priority for me to pull the trigger. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it's been up there. It's been up there for like a week, so I'm kind of surprised it's been up there that long. Phil Rizzuto. It's another key card in that set. So we're still looking for Willie Mays and Jackie Robinson. Gotten 2 Ted Williams, a Mickey Mantle, a couple other cards. I mean, the Mickey Mantle is the coolest one. But there he is again, Phil Rizzuto. There's actually so few cards. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Willie Mays. There we go. Willie Mays. Very cool. So we're down to just the Jackie Robinson that we're looking for. And then after that, we're just hoping for duplicates of the good cards. Fred Haney. Joe Nuxall. Definitely know that guy. Yeah, there's Warren Spahn. There we go. That's cool. Good old Warren Spahn. All right. Already over halfway through the box here, but we've already gotten 3 of the 4 cards that we were really looking for. So we're doing pretty good here. Might be looking at a double on the Mantle or the Maze. That would be pretty sweet. And there's no reason why we couldn't. I mean, to be honest, there's no reason why we couldn't get a complete set here. The original set was only 274 cards. Looks like there were at least 330 based on the number of a couple of the cards we saw earlier in this set. Hank Bauer. Whoops. See what his number is, 290. Frank Thomas. Not the same one, obviously. A few years apart. Guess I could always throw that on the title of the video. 1953 Topps Frank Thomas. See how many clicks that gets. I don't know how many people would even understand it, but of course I don't know. They're reprinting these. I don't know. They may have made a 53 version of the modern Frank Thomas, so it's possible. J.W. Porter. I like that last name, especially when it's in a glass. Definitely have seen that Jim Gillum a few times. Still looking for that Jackie Robinson. There's a Yogi Berra in here too, which I have not noticed him either. He's not one of the super top cards. Roger Hornsby. He's an addition. Yep. Wonder why they didn't go through the effort of having somebody paint those guys. Maybe, I guess, because they would have had to have somebody go through the effort of painting them. I mean, I guess they came up with all the stuff on the back. Maybe that's a little bit easier to do. Bob Kane, definitely saw him earlier. There we go. Eddie Matthews, and there's Jackie Robinson behind him. There we go, Jackie Robinson. We've hit all four of the top cards in the set so far. That's good. We still have about a quarter of the box to go here, so it's duplicate chasing time. Looking for that Mickey Mantle duplicate. I'm going to run through these a little bit quicker than I have the rest of them so we can kind of just get through it. Frank Shea. Ah, there we go. Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron. Was Hank Aaron? Hank Aaron is not in the original set, and they did have somebody paint him. But man, you can definitely tell the difference because the detail of the original artist is way, way more detailed. For whatever reason, they didn't put the logo on his hat. I don't know. I'm sure somebody knows a reason for that. I would assume the Braves had logos on their hats. Maybe they didn't have the rights to use the old logo, though. I mean, you do have the Indians logo there. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Well, that was a surprise. That was a pretty cool pull right there. I have to say, this box has been actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. You know, getting these Duke Snyder. There's another guy who was added after the fact. Yep. Pulling these guys that the big names almost feels like pulling big insert cards. You know, I mean, really, when do you have a chance to pull a Mickey Mantle out of a pack of cards? Or a Hank Aaron? I guess you could pull Hank Aaron out of Upper Deck. They did have the Hank Aaron insert sets. These packs, when I try and put them in the garbage can, just static cling to my hand. Having a little bit of a issue with them. What the heck is this? Dizzy Dean Al Simmons. 2 for 1. This is one of the extra cards. It's funny. Seen Carl before. Dusty Rhodes. What? I wonder if that's the same one that managed for the Reds. I guess I should probably know that, but... All right, we got 4 packs left here. We, of course, are looking for a second Mickey Mantle. Hank Aaron would be cool. Oh, look at that right there. Bam! Mickey Mantle, number 2. Man, opening up a box of cards and you get not 1, but 2 Mickey Mantles. That's cool. That is just cool. Wow. I mean, I don't know what else left there is to get. Let's just run through these here last 3 packs here, and then we'll do a wrap up, and we'll be on our way. Man, that was crazy. There we go. Yogi Berra. There's a guy I was looking for. Sweet. Gil Hodges. He was an addition, it looks like. Two Gil Hodges in 1 pack. Ted Kluszewski. Well, it looks like the camera cut off on me there. Luckily, we got through the whole box. Hopefully, you got to see all the big hits, the Ted Williams, the Willie Mays, Reggie Jackson, and, of course, a couple of Mickey Mantles. That was a wonderful box. Make sure and hit that like and subscribe and that bell notification to make sure you get to keep watching these fun videos. Have a nice day.